All right. Hello, chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. We're back. We're playing more Ace Combat 6, continuing with the multiplayer grind that we've been on for a minute. I gotta pull up my spreadsheet. As of the start of the stream, we are at 26.16% complete on the multiplayer. On the multiplayer specifically. It's a ways to go. It's a ways to go, but we're going. Certainly. We're definitely going. That's new. I'll just let it run, I guess. Interesting. I have not seen this one before. Did that to me too. Huh. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Whatever that just was. Especially with all of the rumors and leaks going around about Xbox apparently having some big backwards compatibility thing happening later this year. Randomly seeing that for the first time is interesting. Yeah, particularly that allegedly all of the Xbox backwards compatibility library is going to be available natively on PC through like an official emulator that they're putting out. That's the rumor. For those who haven't heard it, that is the rumor that I'm referencing. Did you get stuck here, James? Oh, there it is. Okay. Weird. Weird stuff. Nah, I'm in. Okay, that was interesting. I just had to open up like the 360 dashboard and close it, and then it immediately went through. All right, rip the band-aid off. Get one done. I'm looking at the spreadsheet progress, and my brain immediately is just like, man, I want this mode off of the list sooner than the others, to be honest. Or maybe I could get it like really close, and then we just have one final sprint of it. I don't know. We're still... I currently have 26 wins in this mode, so 74 to go. I don't have to think about that for too long. Or for a while, rather. My brain is warming up. I was working all morning, and I played a little Diablo 2 right before. My brain is just catching up from being fried from all the work this morning. Doing it without the infinite ammo to get the plat, and I regret my decision. But, like, you regret it in a fun way, right? Like, you regret it in a way where you're like, damn, this is hard, but, like, it's peak Resident Evil, is what you mean, of course. Doing the same thing for me? That is so bizarre. Hey, if you get stuck on that one screen, just open this and close it. I don't know if that's part of it too, but if anyone else has it. The future is now, old man. Speaking of old, I keep feeling like I am playing the game wrong when I've been playing Diablo 2 in my spare time lately. Because I'm playing through Resurrected, but I've like exclusively been playing in the legacy graphics, the original Diablo 2 graphics. Although I may play with the remastered once I get through the normal campaign. I don't know. We'll see. Is very fun. See, I told you. It's hard, and like the resources are very limited, but it's fun. Did that with Halo CE. Okay, Halo CE though, to be fair, has a better art style in the original graphics than it does in the remaster. Halo CE is like a special case where it's pretty universally agreed as well that just like Halo CE looks better in classic graphics than in the anniversary graphics. The anniversary graphics just look like Halo CE, but like they made it out of assets from Halo Reach. It looks weird. It feels like they don't mix quite right, you know? I think we're good. That just made me think of like review series polling that just randomly gave me like a I don't know where Halo is on that list. Man, it's not doing great. Not a lot of interest in Halo. It's gotta be just like the current state of that series, you know? There's less interest in Halo than in like Left 4 Dead.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
And Left 4 Dead is two little games that, to be fair, are pretty like universally loved, but I would probably do Back 4 Blood along with Left 4 Dead, to be honest. I feel like it would only be right. It's only a 2-video series without it anyway. Wait, what? Why did one of those just go off into nowhere?
Watch out, the enemy has a lock on you.
Yeah. God, these things are chunky.
Shut down.
Okay, I should have known better. I feel like Halo has become a dinosaur franchise for fossils like me. No, Halo's still cool, right, guys?
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
I swear Halo's still cool. Chosen aircraft that can't aim at targets? What? That can't aim at targets? What percent are we at? 26.
Enemy aircraft down.
And counting. 26 and counting.
Alpha 2, Fox 2.
Oops.
Missile evaded. Enemy down.
I only took one.
Watch out, the enemy has a lock on you. Missile strike confirmed.
I'm getting back into it. Oh, can't aim at ground targets. Okay. It's like, what do you mean targets? Targets? Missiles can aim at ground targets. Just the
Alpha 2's been shot down.
the air-to-air might be a little more up. I'm on defense. That is maybe the funniest follow-up message to that. Oh wait, I'm on the other team. That's why I can't aim at targets. To be fair, I'm doing attack with missiles willingly.
Operation Alpha complete.
I don't know what that says about me, but I am.
Airspace.
There we go.
Operation Bravo complete. You're doing great. Continue on with the mission. Missile struck target.
It's my actual target game. Whoa, I'm in the 47. Wow. Yeah, forgot that. Holy moly.
Warning, incoming missile.
God, this thing turns so fast.
Operation Charlie complete.
That was kind of clean.
Within Operation Airspace have been eliminated.
It's like riding a bike, isn't it?
Target coordinates have been sent. This is the last group.
You're just right back into it. The rust is gone in like 5 minutes, I swear, every time.
Radar locked.
Oops.
Warning, incoming missile.
I've been playing Resident Evil for weeks. No planes at all. We just come back and we fly plane. It's just that easy. I hope that it remains that easy trying to pick Shogi back up later this week. We'll see.
Shut
Aw.
down. Stage complete. All aircraft return to base.
Really? This is AC5? This is 6. Oh yeah. Yeah, actually. Okay, side flip. I heard it, but I wasn't 100%.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy. Enemy forces are approaching the city. Intercept.
I'll use RE as my excuse. It could work. It can be an excuse. To the Yakuza grind. I don't remember how many matches I had left. I think I was down to like the last 3 opponents for Shogi
ESM is active.
on Yakuza 2. Like, I think I was at a pretty high rank where we left off.
Lock on. Alpha 2, Fox 2.
Oh, did you? Oh no, stealth. Okay. I was like, what? There it is. Might want a refresher on Shogi. I might, because those opponents were getting really hard too. I think it was 4 left. Was it 4? Oh, that is grim. That is looking dark.
You look like a good piece of fuckable meat.
That one, that is one of the classic, like, I forget that that's in there, and then it just flashbangs me. Jesus. That is one of those that I'm just like, oh. Yeah, that one's in there. That's a good one. That's a good one. Someone was playing Cyberpunk. False smasher. It's unexpected. It is a good one. What was our time? 14 minutes. Damn. Whoa. So wiggly. He's adapting.
Alpha 2, Fox 2.
Talk about a turtle strat. This is one. This is why I willingly take missiles only on attack. It's to be able to defend like this. Oh my god. Doesn't help that my plane turns faster than I'm skilled enough to control with these. Okay. Hey, I earned reward points, boys. Let's go. Just need wins. Just need a whole lot of wins, yes. Just a whole bunch of wins in multiplayer, and then we're good. New achievement? Not achievement. Not an achievement. Although we're pretty close to getting some achievements, actually, I think. I'll double check. But we probably should get at least one today. Like, minimum one achievement today. I bet. I'll have to double check to see. But I believe like the next tier of achievements happens at 30 wins in each mode. And the mode that I have the least wins in right now is like 23. And I almost don't want to spoil how close we are on a couple others. But they're all in the 20s. They're all 23 or above right now. And I think we start getting more achievements at 30. If I remember right, the tiers of achievements were like 10, 30, 50, 100. So after the 50 win achievements, it's going to take a minute to get the last few, but I think that's how that worked. How long have we been on this game? Like 8 months plus now? It could be true, actually. I don't know, like, for certain. But it could be like more than half a year at this point. I would believe that for sure. Oh God.
Special weapons running low. Alpha 2, Fox 2.
He's wiggling. He's giving it the old wiggle. Shit.
All special weapons used.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Did you guys see the other ones come in?
Crashed.
Oh my god. That was incredible. What's the next Ace Combat 100%? After
Alpha 1, engage.
6 was Joint Assault. Comes after 6. Which should be way easier than this. In terms of just time invested and grind and all that. I haven't looked, but I don't imagine any of the games getting much grindier than this for 100%. The single player was great. The multiplayer has been ridiculous. Not to mention how hard it is to get people on multiplayer for the game in the first place. Like, James here literally bought a copy of the game on eBay just to join the effort. He was like, I'll hop in. I'll pick up a brand new copy I've never even played an Ace Combat game, but I will help. Especially just for stuff like that. I don't think any other game will be as grindy as this has been for the rest of the 100%. Multiplayer-wise. Or just in general, to be honest. And I don't think any of the single players will be as bad as Zero was either. Thankfully. Alright, fine. Back to the specials. Oh.
Alpha 2 crashed.
There. I'm just here.
Alpha 1, ESM is active.
You remember X multiplayer? It's that again. Yeah, this is way worse than X. This is so much worse than X. Although X has some really shitty game modes. Like this at the very least, the multiplayer is very solid. X has some modes that are like fun on paper, but the execution, at least in that game, was not there. Like that King of the Hill mode was not great. The Capture the Flag mode, so fun in theory, right? Capture the flag, but Ace Combat. Sounds so fun. And then you start playing it and it's 2v2. Because the max player count in that game is 4 for multiplayer. And it's only playable on this one gigantic fucking map. And it's just, the mode in execution was not good. That was the mode in ACX that we dreaded progressing on. Whereas like AC6, this mode, Siege Battle, is the one that it's like every time I start up a match of it, it's like, okay, let's get a Siege Battle in. We have to do it. That was what I think it was called Beacon Battle. The Capture the Flag mode, something like that. That's what that was for X. That was the mode that we were just like, all right. Time to bite the bullet. Play a match of Beacon Battle. Oh my god. How the hell does that work? Exactly how you would think. There was just a marked area that you had to stay inside of. I started AC6 April of last year. Oh my god. So 11 months. That's fucking crazy. Whoop. Well.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
The base capture mode. Yeah, the mode, that was another one that was like fun in theory, like the destroy the other team's base mode. In practice, it was literally just fly past the other players and race to destroy their base first.
Yeah, you're right. I haven't pegged a man in a long time.
Because even with the base health at maximum through like the custom game settings and stuff, it could only survive for like a minute if the two players just rushed it. So defending your own base was a complete waste of time. Because it would die instantly, even if you took out one of the planes. Like, your time would be better spent destroying their base anyway. The balance was just all fucked with that. So it literally just was like 30 seconds a game, race to the other team's base, try to destroy theirs before they destroy yours. Yeah, that mode got real stupid. Fun in concept, didn't really work. I forgot about that one. That one wasn't, like, painful to grind, at least, because the matches were literally, like, a minute long, if even. It was, like, 60 seconds or less every time. Also, I think only one map available for that mode, too. Right? I think it was only one, if I'm remembering correctly. Let's do Battle Royale 2. Can't wait to play it and join Assault. Is it literally going to be the same thing? I would look into it, like look into requirements for join Assault, but it's probably still a ways away. You know, it feels like I want to look at it, but then I think about it. And really, like, I'm gonna forget by the time we get there anyway. Hell yeah, F16, boys. We do it. We're doing it live. We're doing it live. Let's go. What is that blue icon next to your special weapon? Those are like the connection quality indicators. Blue, my blue one that only has the arrow going to the right, is indicating that I'm the host of the lobby. And then theirs have arrows going both ways, and the color just indicates how strong the connection is. Because the game is all peer-to-peer, like most games were on console at this point. Which is probably the only reason why the multiplayer servers are still up for AC6. Is because they're not dedicated servers. All that it needs is just a master server that handles, like, the communication between players, but then the actual matches are running peer-to-peer. Weird way of saying ping. Yeah, it was on console, so like having straight up ping wasn't really a common thing back then.
Missile missed. Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
On console nowadays, some multiplayer games do what's it? Just straight up tell you the ping in milliseconds. Which was always what PC multiplayer games did, like, since the fucking dawn of time. And by that I mean the mid-90s. Shit. But on console they were kind of just like, yeah, it's good, it's okay, or it's bad. Why is the master server still up? Because it takes like no money to run a master server. They're probably like, oh yeah, it's fine, just leave it. Especially Bandai Namco.
Enemy kill confirmed.
Really? I will take it. My God, why is my radar so zoomed out? Zoom back in, there we go. Automatic radar strikes again. I'm trying to like get a gauge on where he is. I can't when it zooms all the way out like that.
Box 2.
Whoops, wrong button.
Target hit. Shot
Oh,
down.
that was a good one. Tax write-off.
Alpha 1, engage the
Yeah.
enemy.
I don't know. It must just be so like inexpensive for Bamco. And they must see that there are still some people who play multiplayer. So overall they're like, ah, fuck it, leave it up. It's fine. Just let it run. But the master server is so cheap. Like legitimately all that it needs to do, all that it really does, is it just acts as like a middleman to actually allow the players to communicate for like finding matches, right?
Engage the enemy.
So basically all it's doing is I'm creating a match, and when I do that, it goes to the master server and is like, hey, there is a lobby that is open. Server registers that, And when James or Valentine go to search for a match and they're like, hey, I want to find a battle royale match right now, then the master server gets pinged and it returns that there is a battle royale server open from me and puts them into it. And that's basically all that it's doing. It doesn't have to handle any of the actual connection stuff beyond that. It just exists as a sort of middleman for us to be able to find each other without like direct invites or anything. I got a hit. Take those. Ooh.
Missile missed.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
Shot
I was gonna say, how did I not die? It just kind of delayed for a second. I don't know if the Japanese tax system has write-offs like that. I don't either. You know, chat, I did learn what's that? That Japan, if I wanted to live there without revoking my US citizenship, I would have to pay taxes to both governments. And that has somewhat deterred me from my ventures of living cheaply in Japan while making income in US dollars. My master plan. That is definitely a deterrent. Like, yeah, everything would be like a third of the price that it is in the US, from like living expenses to food to bills. Like, everything would be like a third of the cost, and my income would not change, which was why I was immediately like, why am I not living there already? Get me there now. But it I would have to pay like full tax to Japan and full tax to the US would be the trade-off. How hard would it be to reclaim your citizenship? It would basically be the same as trying to get citizenship if you never lived in the US in the first place. If I did revoke it and wanted to get it back later, it would basically be like filing for it for the first time. Which, as I know from a couple friends from not the US who have tried to get citizenship in the US, even if you're from a country like England or Canada that is like on good terms with the US, getting citizenship is a bitch. It is so painful. It takes years, and even then, there's no guarantee to it.
Missile missed. Shot down.
Shit. Political situation around Japan is not suitable for moving right now. I saw a lot of people saying that, and I looked into it, and it's really not that bad at all.
Alpha 1, engage.
What's happening with Japan right now? People were worried about the prime minister trying to make it harder for foreigners to get in. But that's really all she did. The new prime minister, she just added extra, what's it? Like requirements for like getting a visa and everything in Japan. Which was mostly in response to the foreign streamers and such. You know, the Johnny Somalis and stuff like that that were getting work visas in Japan to go stay there and be able to generate an income, and then just going around and being a nuisance. That was the main reason she put those in the first place. And to be honest, that was probably the right call.
This is Alpha 1.
Given how all that was going down.
This is Alpha 2. Take
Even I'm like, yeah, that was probably a good move. Oh, come on.
warning. Incoming
Uncle Kim is testing missiles in the Sea of Japan. That I didn't know that they were doing that again. But isn't that kind of like nothing? Hasn't North Korea been doing that for like 20 years? Correct me if I'm wrong.
fire. Lock on.
God. I know that they stopped for a bit, but not even that long ago. I feel like that was only like a few years ago that they kind of halted that. Shit. Even if I did get that, it was over.
Complete. All aircraft return.
Son of a bitch! I got him in the end. Worth it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Thinks it makes them look tough to launch missiles. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if I saved after that first siege battle. Just to be sure. Just in case. I haven't had this game like crash on me or anything, but you never know. Could run the battle royale back. Or we could do the same thing but different flavor. That's a war crime? What? Shooting someone down after the timer ends? What timer? I don't think that's a war crime. I think it's fine. Personally, I see no crime. I see no crime. Oh. I hope my mic did not pick that up. Any of my knuckle cracking right there. That was a lot. I only just realized the mic is on. My brain takes a second sometimes. What did I just see? Oh, the plane change. Man, I swear the text, like, the way that it updates. I was very clearly a yellow target running away. That never stopped me in Ace Combat 0. That never stopped anyone. Yellow target, green target, it's all the same. It's fine. It's fine. Is it just me, or is Kim's daughter actually a baddie? Isn't she like... yeah, a child? Is she... how old is Kim Jong-un at this point? Does he have multiple daughters or just one? Benefit of the doubt, right? Maybe he has multiple daughters. Maybe. Maybe. Because if not, she's like 13.
Engage the enemy.
But maybe there's more than one. Maybe it's just the first one that came up that's 13 and he has older daughters too. Was that his sister? When I was talking about his sister a few weeks ago. Because I saw like a shit post about how apparently he's looking for someone to marry his sister. And the guy who posted it was like, you know, is like a marriage with one of the leaders of North Korea might actually not be that bad. Think about how good you'd be living. And it made me think, I was like, as wrong as it feels to say it out loud, he's really not wrong. Like, you would be living really good if you married a leader of North Korea. That would be the fucking life, man. You wouldn't have to do shit. Isn't she favorite to rule after him? I don't know. I don't know if it's his sister or one of his children. I have no idea how all that works. I don't look into North Korea all that much. All I know is cheeseburger. That's all I need to know. That's all I want to know. I'm a cheeseburger. I actually haven't had a burger in weeks, man. I need to get a burger. But we're in the middle of a blizzard right now. So this is a terrible day for me to be like, bro, I need a burger. Because I don't have any, like, beef to make a burger with. I can't go out. We are literally mid-blizzard. It started last night, and I think it's supposed to continue all the way through, like, 8 a.m. tomorrow, it said. It's gonna be, like, a little over 2 feet of snow. I can't go out. Like, I can't even, if I wanted to. Maybe if the plows get out quick enough tomorrow, I could go get Culver's for dinner or something. Culver's will do the trick. Although McDonald's has that new burger that everyone keeps talking about, but like, it's McDonald's, so I know that like a good burger, everyone keeps saying it's good, but like a good McDonald's burger is still like a C-tier burger, you know? It's still like, at best, if I'm being optimistic, it's like a 7 out of 10 cheeseburger, you know? Even the very best shit from McDonald's is just kind of meh on the general burger scale. So I wouldn't want to waste my burger craving on a fucking big arch. It's pretty okay. I've heard it's like the best McDonald's burger in a long time. Like in terms of all the different things they've tried out, but like, I don't want to waste my first burger in weeks on a fucking big arch. At least something like Culver's, like, you know, the best of fast food burgers. That's like the minimum that we gotta go with. I'm just such a fan of the quarter pounder. Isn't it a quarter pounder patty? Or sorry, it's 2 quarter pounder patties, right? And then just like onions and whatever the new sauce is. Oh, and cheese, I think, isn't it? I think it's got cheese on it. False was gonna get one and try one. She was going to McDonald's for lunch the other day on her break. But then she looked and it's like 600 calories more than a Big Mac. And a Big Mac is already like 900 to 1,000 calories on its own, I think. I think she sent me the screenshot from the app and it was like a 1,500 calorie burger. And she was just like, nah, I'm good. She ended up not getting it. She was like, that is like a whole day of my food, like my caloric intake from just the burger. The burger itself will do. Or no, I think it was the burger meal, not just the burger. My bad. I think it was the whole meal, actually, to be fair. I go to Steak and Shake or Checkers. The budget places. A man after my own heart. Bro, when I was in Florida, I went to Steak and Shake and Checkers a lot. You know why? Because both of them have like the... That's kind of what I'm talking about. Like the most meh burgers, right? But both of them, you can go and get a burger for like $3. When I was there, Steak and Shake, I lived right next to a Steak and Shake location when I lived there. Like literally my apartment complex, the street, Steak and Shake. Like I shit you not, right next door to my apartment. So I would walk over and pick stuff up sometimes. Especially because it was so cheap. It was literally like, in a lot of cases, as cheap as if I made the food myself, but obviously worse food. Anyway, less effort is the point. They had, I don't know if they still have this, but they had a fucking meal deal that was like a double cheeseburger and a medium fry, I think it was, for $3. $3. This was in 2020. So it was a few years ago, granted. But like, what? Double burger, fry, $3. What? Crazy. Crazy shit. That's literally why I went to Steak and Shake. Same with Checkers. Checkers is stupid cheap too. And Checkers has like the best fast food French fries ever. People who say McDonald's have no clue what the fuck they're talking about. Checkers is unbelievable in the fast food fry game. Or Rallies, depending on where you're from. It's one of those. Platinum speedran Requiem speedran it in hour 37. And Insanity. I got it due to a glitch that's still in the game. What was it? Someone said that there's like a huge skip for one of the sections that you can do that speedrunners had found when I was playing Insanity. But I can't remember what area it was that you could just like skip the whole thing with a glitch. Machine gun. Hello, Fuson. Hear me out, Popeyes fries. Popeyes is like my second favorite when it comes to fries at fast food places. I would put Popeyes right behind Checkers. That is like my number 2. And honestly, I don't know where they rank, but I'll be real. Burger King fries are slept on. I think because they're so inconsistent though. Like sometimes you get Burger King fries and it feels like you're just fucking biting into raw potato. But sometimes you get them and they're like fresh and perfectly salted and seasoned and it's like, whoa. Where the fuck did this come from, Burger King? Just every once in a while. And for me, that's a really like once in a while because I really never go to Burger King. I don't think I've been there once in the last like 3 or 4 years, but Burger King fries can hit very hard sometimes. They're just wildly inconsistent in my experience. Burger King overall is one of the most inconsistent fast food places. That also is very true, actually. I haven't had Burger King. I can tell you, I was like 3 or 4 years, something like that. But I know the last time that I had Burger King, you gave this to me, saying how inconsistent they can be in general. The last time that I had Burger King was in the Orlando airport, right before I got on a flight to Minneapolis, Minnesota, which those 2 airports, straight one shot, no connection like that. It's a 3.5-hour flight, right? Not terrible, but that's a pretty decently lengthy flight. It's longer than anyone really wants to be on a plane, right? Not terrible, but it's a little long. That was the flight I had to take so often. It was 3.5 hours. One time I was hungry as fuck. I stopped at Burger King. I was like, you know what? I think it was in the morning, if I remember right. And I was kind of like, I don't want a burger for breakfast. So maybe like a chicken sandwich with some French fries. Still not very good for like breakfast, but I can make this work for a breakfast, because this was during COVID. Like, everything in the airport was locked down. Orlando airport has a lot of food in it, but almost all of it was shut down because of COVID. So I stopped at the Burger King because it was like the only thing in that terminal that was open. And it pained me because there's an Outback Steakhouse right next to this Burger King in the airport. Like, big, I nearly dropped my controller and hit the record button. There's this fucking big, anyone who's been in the Orlando airport will know it, like, immediately when I say it. They have this giant Outback Steakhouse in the middle of the fucking airport terminal, and I shit you not, it's in the middle. Like, there's this big Outback, like, entrance, and all of these tables are, like, literally filling the middle of this airport terminal for the Outback Steakhouse. It's wild. It's wild. I think it's Terminal 1 at the Orlando airport. I don't know. It's been a while since I lived there. But if I remember right, I think it's Terminal 1. There's a Burger King next to it, like, stuck in the wall because Outback is taking up, like, this entire space. And there's just a Burger King, like, in the wall. The Outback was shut down. The Burger King was open. Only thing open. Very long-winded way to get back to where I started. But that's what you come here for. I go to get Burger King. I got, like, a chicken sandwich and fries, and I ate it. And I shit you not, like, 5 minutes after I ate it, I was like, oh, this was a mistake. Because just the way, it wasn't like it upset my stomach. Because I feel like a lot of the time when I say that, that's what people think I mean. But just the way that meal sat in my stomach, it wasn't upset, but I felt gross. It felt like I had eaten like 5 pounds of just straight like grease ball food, you know? It was like, oh my God, why did I eat this right before getting on like a 3.5-hour flight? And that flight was so miserable, and that was the last time I ate Burger King. Not because I swore it off, but because I think of that experience every time I think of eating Burger King now. There probably was that much grease there, considering Burger King. Bro, the airport Burger King too, right? It probably was about that much grease. It was bad. I just immediately was like, oh my God, my body has never felt this terrible before. Like, again, not in like an upset stomach way, but just like gross. It's just the best way I could say it. Just like I had eaten copious amounts of the worst possible food imaginable, and I was suffering for it, you know? That kind of feeling was what I was feeling after that Burger King. And that was the last time I ate Burger King. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm glad that you now have a overly detailed visual of Orlando Airport Terminal 1 with the Outback Steakhouse. I'm glad I added that all in there for you. You're welcome. I love that after I finished that, I'm like, I just spent like 2 minutes describing that only to loop back to the start. And it added nothing other than a visual of the Outback Steakhouse in the airport. It added nothing to the story. You guys should see the process of me writing video scripts. If you think stuff like that is bad. Just me writing, then being like, this is just yapping. This is really not adding anything right here. Cut it all out. Have you had Raising Cane's? Yeah. Raising Cane's, I think, started more up here and then made its way down, if I'm not mistaken. And I think it's pretty much all over the US. I don't think it started in Minnesota, but if I'm not mistaken, I think it started in the Midwest somewhere and then expanded like throughout the Midwest before expanding to the rest of the country. So not like Culver's where it like literally started right here, but I think it started like around here before it expanded. Because we've had Raising Cane's for a really long time. And I feel like it only just started to make it to the rest of the country like a few years ago. Some KFCs are great. KFC is an inconsistent one for sure. That's a very inconsistent fast food chain. It's so weird because I feel like some fast food chains are like wildly consistent. Like Cane's is one, but Cane's makes sense because literally like Cane's only makes those chicken tenders, those fries, that Texas toast, and that's it. Like you want variety from your fast food chain, do not go to Raising Cane's. They literally have like 4 items on the menu. That's all they do. They make the thing that they specialize in and nothing else. So they are consistent.
Move on to another airspace.
In a good way.
Special weapons running
But you lose the variety.
special weapons used.
But some chains that are like so consistent with the variety, it's kind of shocking. Like Chick-fil-A is one that I'm just like, how is every Chick-fil-A that good? And their menu is that varied. And I think Chick-fil-A's quality has gone down like a little bit.
Engage the enemy.
But man, like their fucking management or whatever, like their corporate, I don't know who is responsible for such shocking consistency, but it really is crazy consistent. Chick-fil-A.
Anti-aircraft artillery destroyed.
Whereas like
Vessel was evaded.
Burger King, I think is a bigger chain in terms of like revenue and like stores, like locations and everything.
Operation Bravo complete.
But man, some Burger Kings you go to, it's like, wow, this is way better than I remember. Some you go to, you're like, oh my god, this is like the worst fast food I've ever eaten. This is awful.
Operation Charlie complete. Enemy forces within Operation Airspace have been eliminated. Nice work. Target coordinates have been sent. This is the last group. Warning, incoming missile. Shut
Shit.
down.
You got me craving fast food now? I don't know what you're talking about.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
His teams work like NASCAR crews, as he should. Clearly it works.
Alpha 2's been shot down.
Bitch. Only I am allowed to death laser. When I use the death laser, it's fun and balanced. When you use it, it's bullshit and annoying. All right? That's how this works.
Enemy forces are hanging on by a thread. Almost done here.
Ah!
Craft return to base. Shut down.
I wanted to try Culver's, but the nearest one is an hour away from where I live. Damn. I'm moving next month. And I shit you not, False and I on Google Maps the other day, we went to see where the nearest Culver's is. We went to make sure that there were enough Culver's, like in, you know, a decent radius, like a 20-minute radius of where I was moving. Thankfully, there is a Culver's within 20 minutes of where I am moving. I'm glad to report. I did not look ahead of time. I lucked out. There is, however, thankfully a Culver's. So we're good. We're good. Shit. Shit, I knew it. I knew it. Bro, EML fights are scary as fuck. You miss like 1 or 2 shots and you know you're dead. You missed your opportunity if you didn't land the first shot. It really is like that. Cause it fucking, like, getting hit by it throws you off course so hard. Just pray it's good. I am praying it's good. I'm praying it's a good location. Bro, if they don't get the curds right, I'm gonna be pissed. Culver's, right? Yeah. If they got shitty cheese curds, I don't even want it. I mean, I do want it. I could live without the curds, but it's all good food, really. You know, their burgers are good, their chicken is good. Although I don't think I will do the fish anywhere outside of like the Minnesota, Wisconsin region, because they get all the fish from Minnesota and then ship it. So like here in Minnesota, their fish is good, like shockingly good for fast food, like fish sandwiches and whatnot, because they actually do catch the fish here. They source all their fish from Minnesota. If I'm on the other side of the country, I don't know if I want the fish anymore, right? I'm not so sure. Tell them you're Minnesotan and tell them how it's done. You motherfuckers, I come from the capital of Culver's. I know a shitty Culver's location when I see one, and this is one of them. There are preservatives, you'll be fine. Yeah, but like you can tell. There's preservatives in like all the fish stuff everywhere, but there's a huge difference between like fish that was caught around there and then just like moved over to the restaurant nice and fresh versus like fish that made it across the country frozen with preservatives in it. It's totally different. It's completely different. So if I was in, say, Nevada, don't get any fish, yeah, I wouldn't, at least. Personally, like, I would probably avoid it. Fast food, fish in general can be iffy like that. Like, think McDonald's Filet-O-Fish. Some people love it. If you like the Filet-O-Fish, go for it. Basically is, I guess, what I would say then. If not, like, if you are grossed out by the Filet-O-Fish, probably not. We have lakes here and the coast. Yeah, that's like fish there be good. There's a ton of fish around. But then it also like it depends on the kind of fish, because like here in Minnesota, freshwater fish like walleye and stuff, great fish here. saltwater fish, like tuna, very inconsistent here, depending on where they shipped it in from. And even then, like, you know, maybe it's been sitting there longer because just people haven't been ordering the tuna. You never know. Saltwater fish here is super iffy, but freshwater fish is always good here because we have so much fucking fish here. Freshwater fish, to be clear. We do have a saltwater lake because we have Lake Superior, right? One of the Great Lakes. But there's not a whole lot of fish that come out of it for whatever reason. I don't know why that is. There's just not. You can get a lot if you go up to Lake Superior. It's like up by the Canadian border, Lake Superior. It's the huge one. If you've ever like seen a map of the United States, even for my non-Americans, and you've seen like up near the top, there's that huge lake, like right around where the US and Canada border is. That's Lake Superior. That's up in North Minnesota. And I've been there a few times. I've been up there. Because I'm from like the city down in southern Minnesota, where most Minnesotans live, to be fair. We're kind of like Canada in that sense. Like everyone kind of lives more down south, where it's warmer comparatively and more tolerable. Not to say that no one lives up north, but like 90% of the population is down here in the city.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
The Great Lakes are nice, for the most part. The worst part about the Great Lakes is that Owen wanted to road trip down here for 4th of July once. Friend of the show, Owen, who's from Ontario, Canada. He wanted to road trip to Minnesota for 4th of July. And he was like, oh yeah, we're not even that far away. Like, because we're really not, in terms of if you drew a straight line between us, we're really not far. But if you want to drive from Minneapolis to Ontario or the other way around, yeah, ray gun guy. If you want to do that in a car, you have to drive around the Great Lakes. So you have to either like drive up north from Ontario and then around the lake and then down south into Minneapolis. Or you have to drive like down south into, is it Michigan over there? No, because that's Upper Peninsula, Michigan is over there, but you have to drive down south into the US and then cut through like all the states like Illinois, Nebraska, or not Nebraska, Iowa, all that, and then north into Minnesota. Point being, it you would think looking at it on a map, like again, if you drew a straight line, it's so close. But because of the lakes, it's like an 18-hour drive because you have to go around everything. Oh, well, Princess. That guy is so fucking funny. I love that, like, I had that guy in my Instagram feed. I was sending videos of him to friends and stuff. And then I mentioned him on stream once, and a bunch of people were like, oh my god, yes, I've seen this guy. And even the people who hadn't went and found him and were like, this guy's fucking hilarious. Still, the best one by far is the one where he's fucking holding the frying pan up with his feet behind him. Like he's holding it between his toes. That shit, when the frying pan like popped out from behind his head I lost it. I could not contain myself.
Been shot down.
I was crying laughing at that video. He has no right to be that funny. It should not be allowed. Damn it. I thought maybe I could stop him.
Return to base.
Bro's got the toe grip strength. It's so good. Just all the, like, the clapping with his feet and everything. Those videos are so wildly funny. The Hello Princess guy. It was a good effort. So it really does, like, it scales so hard off of time that really time is all that matters 99% of the time. Because, like, Valentine, purely off of score, won. Like, the raw score, he won. But with the bonus factored in for remaining time, and here it was like 3 minutes versus 6 minutes. The bonus goes from 8,000 to nearly 19,000 with a difference of 3 minutes in between. That hurts. It really is just time bonus, that mode. Like, really, whether you win or lose is down to clear time. Did I just say no? I did just say no. My bad. Like, I keep paying attention to it whenever we have cases like that, and every time it just keeps reaffirming that all that matters in Siege Battle is how fast you clear the objectives. There are, like, edge case scenarios where you could... Actually, Team Battle. You could possibly win on score alone, even if it takes longer, but, like, realistically, you're not going to. Is the best way to put it. You know, the flanker is calling to me. Chole, it's the map? Oh. Change map or fuck it, we ball. We run the ravine. Team Battle 5, you're right, you're right. This is the map. Do I change it? Or do we say, fuck it, ravine fight? What do you guys think? Minnesota is just America's little Canada. It really is. It's basically just Canada. It's like Canada, or I guess, sorry. It's like America, but with Canadian culture is basically Minnesota. It's like the easiest way to say it. Like, most popular sport in Minnesota. Any takers? Any guessers on this? I mean, you could probably guess it easily off of that statement alone, but like, what do you think our biggest sport is in Minnesota, chat? Any guessers in chat? Hockey. It is hockey. Hockey is our biggest sport. Like, when growing up in school, like, hockey is the sport to play, like, in school. It's not like football or basketball or whatever, like most American high schools or whatever. It's hockey. The guys on the hockey team are like the ones that are fucking in high school. Like that, those are the cool jocks, the hockey players. The football players, the basketball players, no one cares. It's the hockey team. The hockey team is the cool team. And, like, we're called the state of hockey. We have one of the best hockey teams in the NHL, like, over the last fucking 50 years or something. The United States Olympics hockey team, like the one that just won the gold medal, legitimately, like, 80% of our Olympic hockey team every single Olympics is from Minnesota. Because that's where the hockey is, pretty much. Hockey's just huge here. Little stick and puck. People do call it stick and puck here. Like street hockey even is a big thing here in Minnesota. Like kids, even middle schooler, I say kids like little kids, but like even like middle school, high school, whatever, you're playing around outside, street hockey is like a go-to here. A lot of street hockey here. Like baseball in the Boston region, yeah. We got poutine here in Minnesota. We have a lot of poutine at like restaurants, bars, what have you. Did we just lose James? Did I miss something? Oh, I gotta go AFK for food. I did miss something. I'm stupid. All right. I just missed it. Whoops. I was sitting here like, man, where did James go? That makes sense. I had to scroll up and check. What was that random spike in audio? There shouldn't have been a spike in audio. Unless I just got really loud.
Keep flying at a low altitude. That airspace is dangerous.
See, I maybe should have run a 47.
ESM is active. Missile struck target. Keep flying at a low altitude. That airspace is dangerous. Shut
Oh,
down.
yeah, that's right. I didn't hear anything? Okay.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
The music got louder? I don't know.
Missile evaded. Fire. ESM is active.
Lamb has been devoured. I haven't had lamb in so long. Which is a shame. Lamb is very good. Yeah, that flat gun will do it.
That airspace is dangerous.
That'll do her.
ESM is active.
Sorry, Minnesota, Canada connections. Hockey, poutine. A lot of food similarities in general, beyond like poutine. Like, we have A&W here. Oh, he's running Sam's. I thought he was running Qualms. He must have changed and I didn't notice.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
A&W, the fast food chain. The burger chain. We have a lot of A&W here. We had a bunch of Tim Hortons locations, but they kind of pulled out during COVID. So there's less of them now, but we have Timmy's.
Shut down. Keep flying at a low altitude. That airspace is dangerous. Alpha 1, engage.
A lot of them closed during COVID. But we do still have Timmy's. Just less Timmy's than we had before. Oh. See, I was trying to be slick. The accent is very similar. It's not quite the same. Like, we don't have the sorry. But it's very similar.
Watch out. The enemy has a
Really want Red Lobster right now? Man, I haven't been to Red Lobster in like at least 10 years. And I would like to go to Red Lobster and get those biscuits. I would fuck up some of those like cheddar biscuits, whatever they are, whatever they're called.
Keep flying at a low altitude.
I would.
That airspace is dangerous.
I would.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy. Missile evaded.
And the 4-person margarita. No, that's all you. You gotta tank that one. You're on your own with that.
ESM is active. Watch out, the enemy has a lock on you. Lock on.
I don't know, dog. I'm kind of schmooving through the trench this time. I'm not gonna lie.
Shut
Oh,
down.
that was so good. That's the point?
At a
Oh.
low altitude.
Oh yeah, you're trying to get fucked up.
Alpha 1, engage the
I
enemy.
got you. Damn.
Fired.
I mean, I knew you were a big drinker, but not that big.
Missile
Woof. You driving? I'm getting angry false that night. Good lord. Note to self, don't take her to Red Lobster unless you're prepared.
shut down.
Angry? Yeah. Yes, sir, please.
Alpha 1,
It's okay. When I make jokes like that, people don't think I'm serious. When you make jokes like that about me, people assume that you're dead serious. It's different. It's different.
shut down.
A man can say things like that about a woman, and everyone's just like, oh, ha 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 ha.
Engage the enemy.
But a woman says things like that about a man, and it's like, wait, what?
Kill confirmed.
It's fucked up. Just got a Mark II from one of the wall things on Paradox? No fucking way. Okay, chat. I've been sitting on this. I've been stewing on this, and I don't know if I'm crazy. I need input on if I'm crazy. But, like, after playing Paradox a good bit and doing the quest and all that, I think I like it more than Astra Malorum.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
Am I crazy? Is that wrong of me to say out loud? Because it feels wrong.
Keep flying at a low
But like I think I enjoy playing it more. Am I insane? Like, am I actually a crazy person? So you don't have to deal with the stalker. I do think a lot of it is not having an elite enemy. Like, at first, my brain was sort of like, man, no elite enemy in a modern zombies map? What are they doing? Like, Mimic is the closest thing, and even then, you only get, like, one around. Because it has the same spawn rate as... what's it? It has the same spawn rate as... elite zombies, elite enemies for the Mimics, but the Mimics are obviously a huge step down in terms of difficulty from like a Zursa or Oscar, right? So it's kind of like back to simplicity with just zombies and your occasional dog and then your even more occasional Mimic. And I don't love the Mimic, but like they don't pop up very often on Paradox, which thank God they don't, because at first I thought it was going to ruin the map when I saw one spawn in. I was like, oh fuck, this map is going to suck just because it has Mimics. But they spawn so infrequently that honestly I really don't mind them. I'm sure with the relic they're fucking miserable, but it's so rage bait because I can't farm elite challenge on new map. I know. Trust me, I know. I'm at like 18 on my Doomsteel now, and I can't play it on the new map. I have to play Ashes, or an Ashes survival map. Although I guess you could play Mars Survival. Actually, Mars Survival with Rampage Inducer on might be a play. Now that I think about it, for just a more enjoyable way to farm it. It would be less time efficient, but it would be way more enjoyable. I don't know what I was thinking. I returned to COD. I'm on like 8 Doomsteel. Bro, Doomsteel is miserable. It really is, like, it doesn't seem that bad when you read it, but it is so slow. And if you do the one thing that makes it go pretty fast, it is so genuinely not fun, because legit, like, half of the playtime doing it the efficient way is spent in the menu or in loading screens. Like, you're hardly even playing the game doing it the efficient way.
Stage complete. All aircraft return.
It's awful. I'm ready to be done with Doomsteel, like, as the main grind and have my mastery camo. Oh, Team Battle 30! Boys, achievement! Achievement. Let's go. It's like around 30 to 40 game per gun. Yeah, and once I have the main 30 done, I'll be fine. Playing like around 30 to 40 game every time I'm doing a new gun, that's fine. Right? Especially if I just played like from the start of grinding that gun, got up to like round 30-ish doing the 2,000 headshots and such. Because generally doing the zombies gold, I would finish it at about round 30 to 33 maybe per gun. Just doing gold, and then you throw the diamond on, that's another couple rounds probably. And then by that point, your elite spawn rate will be so high that you could probably just play to like 45. If I had to bet, it would be somewhere around 45 to get the Doomsteel. It's probably not bad at all once I actually have the mastery camo and I'm just doing like one gun at a time on occasion. Because once I have my base 30, like, yeah, that's about what I'm going to do. I'm not going to be like grinding all the rest of the guns. I'm going to be like doing the other mastery camos. And then when I want to mix in some zombies in my spare time, go do one of the guns that I haven't done yet, like one of the new weapons real quick, and then go back to whatever else I'm doing. You know? I played Endgame and it was okay. I like Endgame. I don't love Endgame, but I really like Endgame. It is a very nice kind of grind to hop on in my spare time because it's so simple. Like, it is.
I will talk about pegging you, but I will do it wholesomely.
It's such a casual, like, straightforward PvE mode that I can just hop on, enjoy with like a YouTube video or a podcast or something on, and chill out.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
You shut your trap and play already? Dog, we're loading in. I'm yapping. If you're not here for it, you're not here for it, but that's what it is. Endgame I enjoy. I don't love it, but I think it was a good addition. And honestly, I doubt it will come back, but if it did come back, I would be happy. Or come back in like another form. It definitely won't come back in like the exact way that it exists right now. But if it came back later, I would enjoy that.
Fired. Alpha 2 crashed.
Yeah, those, oh, I'm so sorry. That felt dirty. Are you getting pulled in by the Crimson Desert hype? Not at all. It's not my kind of game. It's going to be really similar in like its core gameplay loop and progression to like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, which is just so, like, I have zero interest in it off of that. Like, as soon as I saw more of the discussion around it and the previews and stuff, I was like, okay, yeah, this is not for me. Like, this will not be my kind of game. I was curious, mostly because of, like, the fact that there's just fucking everything all in one, and, like, just the fact that it's, like, you know, fantasy plus steampunk in places plus sci-fi in other places. I'm just like, what the fuck? It had my curiosity for sure. But once I learned that it was very, like, open world sandbox, you just kind of go all over the place doing little puzzles and stuff like that, I was like, oh. Yeah, I don't want to play that. What's the mission now? Multiplayer grind, which is just victories in each game mode, pretty much. It's 100 wins per game mode to get all the achievements, which is brutally grindy. But we're knocking it out. What specials does... Oh, probably Qualms. In the 33. I didn't see what he was using, but those are probably Qualms. Those are definitely Qualms. Never mind. Now I know for sure after that. There's no way it's not. Once you get to 3, it doesn't tend to work, especially for corporate studios. It's true. It had me curious. I was very, like, interested in the idea, but then I found out the kind of game it was through the previews and stuff, and I was like, oh. It's definitely one of those games that's like, if that is your thing, that game will be cool as fuck. But that is just not my thing. Like, I'm so burned out on that. It wasn't really my thing to begin with. And especially after doing a couple big 100%s of games like that, like I'm good. The more it reminds me of Genshin Impact. Yeah, and that's the thing, like when I did try Genshin back when it came out, because there was so much hype around it, and I was like, okay, I'll see. And I didn't even really understand what gacha was at the time either. So when people were saying that, I'm like, I don't know what that means, but I'll try it. The machine gun. Damn. Maybe I should not have chosen the F2. Yeah, when I played Genshin, my first, like, immediate thought was like, oh, this is like Breath of the Wild. But, like, less. And it's funny because most of the hype around Crimson Desert right now really is from, like, the crazy genre mashing, plus the optimization is actually good. Like, those are kind of the only two things that I'm really seeing a lot of discussion around. I feel like the previews tempered my excitement so much, what little there was, to be fair. But no one else really seems to be that put off by it. Everyone else is just like, oh my god, the optimization. It's incredible. You can drive B2s. Not in any Ace Combat aside. I think Assault Horizon you can. But I think that's the only one. I don't even remember what bombers were playable in Assault Horizon. I think a B2 was in there. Did we have a disconnect? Did I miss something? I swear there were 3 of us, and now there's 2 of us. The B2 and some other supersonic one. I thought it was a B2. I couldn't quite remember. Oh my god, really? All right, shit. I'll take it. I thought I was dead there, dude. I actually thought I was fucked. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, I swear there's only 2 of us. Good AC, but not once you've tried the others. Yeah. It is like, it's really fun for what it is. And it's pretty solid, but just the core loop is not as compelling compared to like the mainline Ace Combats, the more traditional style. Although it does have some of the wildest chopper gunner missions I think I've ever seen in a game. So it gets credit for that. Some of those chopper gunner missions are insane. The one on like the shipping boat, like you're going around it and there's all like the wooden containers and stuff that are just getting shredded the whole time. It's pretty sweet. It's pretty cool. I gotta give it to him. That mission is fun. Chopper gunner? Yeah, Assault Horizon got real wacky. It went full Call of Duty. Like, people always say, like, oh, you know, this, it's like Call of Duty when it's not actually like Call of Duty. It's very common that people make that comparison where it's not appropriate in games. Assault Horizon is actually like Call of Duty. Like, legitimately, it has gimmick missions that are just straight, like, Call of Duty gimmick missions. Like, people say Resident Evil 6 went full Call of Duty, and then you play, you know, RE6 and, like, MW2 or something back to back, and you're like, these are not similar at all. But if you played, like, MW2 and Assault Horizon, you'd be like, yeah, that's Call of Duty. There's apparently a non-RTGI option, but I haven't seen it at all yet. Oh, only the Series S will use it, and all the PC footage we have is higher end. That makes sense. I bet even like mid-range PCs won't need it. Is more Gears of War than COD? Even then, I feel like it's not quite Gears of War either. Because it barely has cover shooting. It does have cover mechanics that it uses a little bit, but they're hardly a factor, you know? And Gears, like, the cover system is kind of the entire gameplay loop of Gears. That's like the core mechanic, you know? So to me, RE6 never felt like Gears either, but that's a common comparison too. How did that hit me? I don't know. I got a little lucky on that point blank shot, but I'll take it. Was this a team battle or a battle royale match? I honestly forgot. It's team battle, right? This map? Just so that I know what to track in the spreadsheet.
All aircraft return to base. Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
It'll say here, right? Yeah, it was team battle. I thought so. Okay. I didn't even go to take in my new achievement. Let me save before I forget. Especially since I got the achievement, and I don't remember if I saved after that. I'll open the lobby first. I gotta remember these lobbies take a couple minutes to really boot up. We could just keep her going, to be honest. One more win logged. We got some momentum going today. Right. Take a look real quick.
In there. It's flat.
Team battle 30, boys. We're at 41 of 49. All up. 8 more achievements to go, and they're just all grinding wins. They're just all grinding out wins. Ah, the F2A. Excellent choice. I love that I thought it was a poor choice. And I was getting shit on for a bit, but then I kind of locked it in. Eurofighter, bitch. With... I don't love either of those options. Nice. This is team battle. I had to double check. I was like, is this free for all or another 2v1? This is the best map in the game, probably, I think. These are on those missions where the bane of my existence. To be fair, I only played on like the normal difficulty, so the chopper gunner missions were literal like little 5-minute bursts of just turning your brain off and spraying a minigun at everything. So I had no issue with them. They were fun. The AC-130 mission in Assault Horizon is terrible. Terrible. Not even because like the gameplay is bad. They literally just took the AC-130 model from COD. Like the COD 4 AC-130, it's exactly that. But that mission is like 20 minutes long. And when you're literally just sitting there like aiming at stuff and firing for 20 minutes straight, it gets old. It really gets old. Like pretty fast. My backlog is there to welcome me back. Yeah, I'm kind of like this year. I don't think there's a ton that I'm excited for. Like RE9 was my big thing for the year and it was so early, right? Like end of February. And now that it's already come out and I played like 50 hours of it, did the streams, did the videos. Now I feel like I'm kind of past like my biggest thing for the year and I'm just kind of chilling for the most part until next year, really. Like there will be Ace Combat 6, or sorry, not 6. Ace Combat 8 later this year will be big. That'll be a lot of fun. But we don't have like a specific date for it yet, so I don't even really have like a target in mind, so to speak. And it's the same for like Gears E-Day. Like, yeah, they're saying it's coming out this year, but I don't have like a specific date or even a window to get like excited about. So right now, I really do feel like I'm just kind of in like chill out and play whatever the fuck I want mode again, you know? I'm not really waiting on anything right now. I think probably like the next new game that I will get super excited for once we have like a release date and stuff will probably be Stranger Than Heaven. Stranger Than Heaven looks unreal from what we've seen of it so far, but seems to still be a ways out. But that game looks fucking awesome. Like that 1940s rendition of Sotenbori, it just give it to me now. Like the jazzy film noir detective Sotenbori Yakuza game, like bro, give me that. Just give me all of that. That looks so good. I haven't played Silent Hill F yet, that's true. Even then, like, I could get to it, but I heard it's kind of mid. I heard the story was good and the gameplay sucked for Silent Hill F. So, like, even that, I'm like, yeah, I could get to that, but I don't really feel an urgency towards it at all. Just don't give in to other people's opinions and play it. Well, I listen to other Silent Hill fans' opinions on Silent Hill because I'm like a lifelong Silent Hill fan. So generally, the fandom, like, general take will be at least somewhat in line with my own. Do people even play Silent Hill for the gameplay? I do. I love the gameplay of Silent Hill. Melee is jank as fuck. Ammo economy is almost always fucked by the time you get like halfway through. But like the level design in Silent Hill, the puzzles have always been great. Well, always in the Team Silent games. That's my other thing. I haven't had like a big Silent Hill game that I really enjoyed since like Silent Hill 3. I liked the SH2 remake a lot, but that was largely just like taking Silent Hill 2, looking at Capcom copying their homework with the RE2 remake, and boom. Like, of course I was gonna like it. Does SHF have bad level design and puzzles? I heard barely any puzzles whatsoever, and the level design is the biggest criticism of it. Because apparently they just spam enemies in like straight hallways pretty much the whole game, is what everyone says and shows. Like when I was watching videos talking about it, that's absolutely what I was seeing on screen like the whole time. Was just small enclosed space melee combat against enemies. There's like barely even any downtime between enemy encounters. From what I've heard and seen. It's called F for a reason. It doesn't look like it's an F tier, but it definitely looks like a C tier Silent Hill game. So it's like, I don't think I would hate it, but I definitely don't think I would love it either. Is only melee combat, isn't it? Yeah, there's no guns at all. It is all melee weapons. And apparently the melee weapons have durability and they break on you as well, which you would think would kind of be like the survival horror resource scarcity thing, but people say that there are just so many like random pipes and stuff around that it really makes no difference. Like there's really no point to it because you'll always have a melee weapon or two on hand, is what I've heard. I've just, everything that I've looked into and heard about SHF has been like, yeah, I would probably think this is okay. But I definitely would not be like, oh man, this is fucking great. You know? It just wouldn't be one of those.
Ground target destroyed. UAV launched. Fire.
Which then, of course, for me, makes me go, yeah, I could play Silent Hill F. I could stream it, especially. As like a bonus thing or whatever. Yeah, it does. It sounds like a good game for like 50% off or more. It definitely sounds like that to me. But my brain then is like, instead of that for a bonus stream thing, I could do like, I could bring back the XCOM streams. Haven't done those in years, and those were a classic. Chole bonus stream. Always a good time. I could like do Diablo hardcore if I wanted to get crazy. I've been picking up Diablo 2 again. I've been picking up Diablo 1 again as well. A little less than Diablo 2, but I've been playing a little Diablo 1 as well. I could do Death Stranding and Project Wingman. Project Wingman, same thing with Death Stranding, kinda. Like, with Project Wingman and Death Stranding, both of them are in the category of I would like to. But, like, I've already got Ace Combat and Metal Gear going right now, you know? So, like, at least until those are out of the way, I don't need to, like, double up on Kojima or double up on Ace Combat, you know what I mean? Metal Gear Acid's ending is fucking wild. Were you there live or did you watch it back? I don't remember. Cause yeah, Acid's ending is fucking absurd. It's all over the place. Yeah, RE Randomizer, I still haven't figured out how to get RE1 PC port to boot. It just will not boot on my PC anymore, and I can't seem to figure it out. crashes. It always, on both the GOG version and the Media Kite version that I had before, I've been trying both. Both of them, I get the little Capcom startup and then crash to desktop as soon as it's over. On 2 entirely different ports of the game. So I'm like absolutely very confused on what's causing that. Especially because it's only RE1. 2 and 3 on both the GOG ports and the Source Next ports are all booting and running like a dream on my PC. But RE1, not at all. Just won't boot. I mean, it will boot, and then it will crash immediately. Sorry. Watched the VOD and was so confused. Yeah.
Stage complete. All aircraft return to base.
Is it a driver issue? Maybe? I don't know. I've tried so many things. I tried running it off of my integrated graphics. I tried making sure that it was running off of my GPU. I tried going and installing a bunch of old DirectX modules. I tried, what's it? Compatibility modes, like basically all of them, like Windows 95, 98, XP, Vista, 7. I tried like all the Windows compatibilities. None of them worked. I tried some DG Voodoo stuff. That didn't work. I, for the life of me, cannot get RE1 PC to boot on my rig anymore. And I have no clue why. If you tried it on integrated, then it wouldn't be a GPU driver issue. That's what I'm thinking. Like, since it won't boot on my integrated graphics, it's probably not an NVIDIA driver thing. Would you recommend I play MGS in mainline order or including the spin-offs? MGS, I would say a couple spin-offs are worth it. Outside of the mainline, most of them are not, since most of them are strictly non-canon, and the games, while they can be kind of fun, are like just not to the same quality as like mainline Metal Gear, which is saying, you know, not a lot, because like mainline Metal Gear is legit like peak video games. Like some of the best games I've played. If I was making a list of just straight up best video games I've played, at least 2 Metal Gear games would be on that list. For sure. But Peace Walker is mainline. I would say playing like Metal Gear 1 and 2 are worth it. They're so short. They're fun for what they are. Definitely old and outdated in a lot of ways, but like fun. And then obviously the actual like numbered MGS games are the main run you'll be looking for. But along with those, I would say Portable Ops is worth seeking out, because even though it's a spin-off, it was produced by Kojima. He oversaw the writing team on it. And it was originally a canon game. It's even directly referenced multiple times during MGS4's story, the events of Portable Ops. But Kojima since was like, nope, if I didn't direct it, it's not canon, which indirectly wiped Portable Ops off the canon list. But it's mentioned multiple times in MGS4. So MGS4 is canon. And they talk about the events of Portable Ops in MGS4 because at the time, Kojima had no issue with it. Like, he directly oversaw the writing staff. He thought it was good. He liked it. Talked about it in his games. And then later said, it's not canon. I would say Portable Ops is worth it. Metal Gear Rising is so fucking, like, peak stupid video game bullshit. It's wonderful. I never, ever would recommend skipping MGR just because it's so fucking funny. It's debatably canon. But even, like, regardless of the debate, the thing with whether or not MGR is canon is it takes place at the very, like, absolute end of the Metal Gear timeline. Like, out of spin-offs, canon games, like, everything, it takes place at the absolute end. Nothing else takes place after MGR. So canon or not, it doesn't matter because it doesn't have any effect on anything else. It really is just whether or not you want to treat it as such, since it has no effect on anything. But MGR is fucking wonderful. It's genuinely one of the best action games I've played ever. Like, as far as character action stuff goes, it's way better than like Bayonetta, or I would even say like the original God of War on PS2. MGR blows that out of the water. But the original God of War is very rough compared to like God of War 2 and 3. Like, legitimately, it's not Devil May Cry, it's not God of War 2 or 3. But it's one of the best action games I've played. It's not Ninja Gaiden 1 or 2. But it's up there. It's really good just as an action game in general. I would recommend MGR. I respect Cole for pointing out how overrated Bayonetta is. Bro, Bayonetta is not very good. Legitimately, like, it has so much charm, and it has so much of that, like, Hideki Kamiya bullshit energy that I love. But the game is not that good. Is really not. I've never been huge on Bayonetta. I've never really understood all the excitement around it. They're literally talking about the original philosophical definition of memes, and it's actually interesting. It is. The game is so good. It's hilarious. I love it. And obviously, like, they should have known that trying to use the original definition, like the philosophical meaning of meme in the game, was not going to work. They absolutely should have known that people were going to hear them start talking about memes and think of internet memes and not think of it philosophically at all. Bayonetta being hot as fuck helps a lot. Yeah, I think that's legitimately like half of the excitement around Bayonetta. Would you consider MGR to be the RE6 of Metal Gear? In the sense that it's like the big dumb action game that jumps the shark constantly? Yeah. But like, you know how with RE6 people say like it's a bad Resident Evil game, but it's a great action game? I don't think Resident Evil 6 is a great action game. I think it's a super mid action game at best. And I mean, more accurately to how I personally feel about it, I think it's a very poorly designed action game. RE6. Metal Gear Rising is a phenomenal action game. Like, just if you take away the Metal Gear branding and you take the story out and everything and all the funny moments, like, MGR is an action game that plays really damn well. Like, super, it's fun. It's so fun to play. You can do some crazy fucking combos. Going for high ranks on every mission is a blast. Like, MGR is a great action game. Legitimately one of the best I've played, at least. Whereas RE6, people always say it's a great action game, and I'm always like, is it? Is it, like, it's, like, at best, I feel like RE6 is, like, a decent action game. That is the most I would be willing to give it. I think good is a stretch. Mercenaries is fun in 6. But I think of RE6, I think of the single player, because it's an RE game. Like, of course I do. And the single player is so poorly designed as an action game. Like, looking at RE as a single player game does not do RE6, or sorry, looking at RE6 as a single player game does not do that game any favors. For me, at least. And that's, I look at it that way. I'm not really thinking about just the Mercenaries when I'm talking about RE6. The Mercenaries is good, though. It is true when people say that. It is really good.
Watch out, the enemy has a lock on you. Shut down.
Shit, man. I'm trying to snipe here. Cut me some slack. I'm shocked to see Sherry again after RE6. Bro, you know what's crazy? Sherry did not change or age one bit from RE6 to Requiem. And it kind of took me a bit to really think about that because she barely has any presence in the game, so I didn't really pay much mind to it.
Enemy at 6 o'clock.
But bro, she does not look any older in RE Requiem, despite the fact that it's like 15 years after RE6. She looks the exact fucking same.
Missile was evaded. Fire.
Like, the same. Doesn't it say she's ageless in RE6? I don't think so. She shouldn't be. Not to my knowledge, at least. False. Is Sherry Birkin ageless in RE6? Do they establish that?
Shut down.
Is this real? If anyone knows, False knows.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
She's not ageless. I didn't think so, but I'm checking. In a document, it would be a massive leap to say that she is. Yeah, I feel like I would remember that too, is what I'm thinking. Like, I'm not the biggest RE6 enjoyer by any means, but I'm a big RE2 enjoyer, and I feel like if they did something that stupid with a core RE2 cast member, I would probably remember. Right? Like, that's what I'm thinking. I don't think Sherry's ageless, because it would make no sense for her to have aged up to 20 and then stopped, despite being infected at like 8 years old. Even if they did try to say that the G virus cells make her ageless, that would make no sense. It would make zero sense. Like, the Jill Death Island one is stupid as fuck. But at the very least, it makes sense in the sense that, like, she stopped aging from the point where she was infected and cured, whereas Sherry would have aged approximately 12 years and then stopped aging after the fact
Now they're tracking you on radar.
as a result of the virus. You get what I'm saying? Like, that would be weird. That would make no sense. Even if you do try to suspend your disbelief, like, the in-universe rules around it would be broken if they did try to say that. You know?
Missile missed.
And even Jill's doesn't make fucking sense, to be fair. To be totally clear. Jill's is just as stupid, but that would be like... Or sorry, Jill's is also stupid. But that would be exceptionally stupid in Sherry's case. And I feel like I would remember it. Oh. Did someone say that in the post-RE7 era, the original games are no longer canon? Yeah, any RE game that has a remake,
Missile was
the remake is the canon version of events as of RE7 and beyond. So, like, currently, 5 and 6 are still in the realm of canon. But if they got a remake, then as far as the modern timeline is concerned, the remake version of events would
all aircraft.
be the canon version, if that makes sense.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
How do you think 7 holds up to the rest of the series? 7 is my second favorite Ace Combat. Because it's largely just like taking Ace Combat 4 and making it with like everything that they developed since then. And Ace Combat 4 is my favorite Ace Combat. So I really enjoy 7. That was a BR match, right? I didn't double check, but that was a free-for-all, I believe. Her healing factor is jacked. That would make sense, though, right? Like that, you could be like, okay, yeah, ever since she got infected and cured from it and healed from it, like that stayed with her. Right? That would make sense. Her aging, like, 15 years post-infection and then stopping, allegedly because of said infection, would be some supremely silly bullshit. You know? You think 7 is better than 0? I do think 7 is better than 0. Which I know not many would agree with, but I do absolutely think that. Actually, let me do a BR again, not a team battle. I'm going to change it. I just took a screenshot. Again. The amount of times I've accidentally screenshotted, man. Because the virus was maturing in her body or something. That's still so fucking stupid. The virus was matured when she was infected. She got infected by a host that had already matured. Hold on. I'm going to the Ari wiki to see if I can find something about this. I'm seeing if I can find anything on the Sherry Birkin wiki. I'm control F'ing some keywords. Such as G virus. During the outbreak, Sherry was infected with the G virus, but was treated with the vaccine soon after. Because of her exposure to the virus, Sherry gained lifelong regenerative abilities. Years later, her G virus-laced blood would be used by bioterrorist Neo-Umbrella leader Carla Radam to engineer the C virus and its enhanced strain. Her parents were senior researchers of the G virus project. Who is this one talking about? Oh. This is talking about her Raccoon City syndrome. Yeah, there's nothing about it on, like, Sherry Birkin's wiki page, at the very least, which is a surface level place to look. But it does mention her G virus stuff quite a few times, and it mentions her regenerative capability, but never anything about slowing her aging. I guess looking at a side-by-side right now, she looks slightly older, but only like by a couple years. She must just be aging phenomenally. She must. I saw it in a YouTuber video. He referenced a document. I'll have to look at it. Oh, there it. Hold on. Did that grab it? That did grab it. Oh, this is a recent video. This is a real recent video. It's a two-parter. I see that. I'm assuming it's in part 1, because part 2 is an update on it with Requiem factored in, which is probably just about Sherry. to be honest, because no one else really gets any updates on that. Oh, it's in part 2? Really? There's no way. Can I skim just to find the document reference? Hold on. While we load. Ah! There is a note. Okay. To be fair, this is so indefinitive. Non-definitive, whatever the word is. But the bit that he highlights in the file does say her youthful appearance is thought to be due to the G virus as well.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
Which is a note from RE6, but she doesn't even seem overly youthful in RE6. She's like 21 or 22 years old at that point. She looks about her age in RE6. At least I feel like, right? Fake news? No, it is in a document in 6. But to be fair, that document is so like open-ended to where if nowadays they just wanted to be like, oh yeah, actually that's just not true. It's not like a direct retcon. You know what I mean? Like, it's not technically a retcon because they never outright confirmed it to begin with. It was a theory. It was thought to be due to the G virus.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
To be fair, RE6's documents are so fucking stupid. Like, if anyone doesn't remember, she's 26 in 6? She's 26. How old is she in RE2? She's 12 in RE2? Bro, I thought she was like 8. That's the disconnect. Okay, to be fair, if she's 26, yeah, she does look pretty youthful. Wait. If she's 26, wait, her age feels so wild then, in general. If she's 12 in RE2,
Alpha 1, engage the
that means that Leon is only like 9 years older than her. Leon is 21 during the events of RE2. So you're telling me that when Leon is like in his late 30s, wait, no, mid 30s. He's only in his mid 30s in RE6? I thought he was older than that in 6, to be honest. Now that I'm thinking about it, that's what I was gonna say. She's 40 years old in Requiem, is what you're telling me. About to ship them? I'm not, because he did adopt her. He is her father figure still. So even if they're only 9 years apart, that is still weird as fuck.
missile struck target. Shut down.
Ouch. I do not play War Thunder, no. That monetization model keeps me very far away.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy. Lock on. Careful now, they're tracking you on radar.
I'm saying not to believe or people posting fake screenshots of him confirming who Leon's spouse is. Yeah, because people did. Bro, can I just say, I get shipping in like online fandoms. I get that some people just get like attached to characters, really want certain characters to be together, whatever. I have no issue with shipping as a concept in like fandoms. But how weird is it to like Photoshop together fake screenshots of you asking the director himself if Leon is married to this character and not that character, and him being like, yep, and then spread that misinformation on the internet so that people agree with your ship? How weird is that behavior? Like, genuinely, when you think about it, that's weird. That is weird to do. Right? It can't just be me. I feel like that's so weird. To be like that hardcore about it. To where like, I am going to fake an actual statement from the director of the game to try to get people on my side. That is just strange behavior, man. I hope it's Ashley. Ashley don't deserve him. Neither does Ada, to be fair, but that's a whole other discussion. We joke about Chris, but what the fuck are we actually gonna do if it is? Celebrate. Throw a fucking party. Watch it be that one chick from Degeneration. The woman whose name I can't remember. Probably no one else can remember. How did Leon afford that Porsche? He works for the government is a good answer. You know how much a government job in this country pays? Even just like really any direct government job pays super well. But particularly his job, brother, imagine what they must be paying that guy. With the sort of portfolio that Leon's got on him by this point, the fucking pedigree that that guy's got, I can't imagine what they're paying him. The watch and the Porsche make perfect sense to me. I don't know about the rest of you. The product placement in RE9 is so funny, though. The watches in particular are probably the goofiest ones. Like, the Porsche is funny to joke about, but when you actually play the game and they have like Leon checking his watch and you just get like a straight close-up shot of the face of his watch where you can very clearly see the Hamilton logo on it. The product placement in RE9 is goofy as fuck. I love it. That is some of the silliest bullshit in Resident Evil. And it's so, like, it's such a small thing, but it is so funny. Because they both have that. Grace also at one point checks her watch like that, and you get a close-up shot of it. And she also has a Hamilton watch. It's so funny. It's so fucking funny to me. I loved memeing it up on stream whenever they flashed a product. Just being like, you guys, you know where I could get this exact watch? I really want this watch. Like suddenly, I don't really know much about it, but this Hamilton watch, I really want one now. The Monster Energy drinks, yeah, those are fucking goofy as shit too. Even just from the clips that I've seen, just the monster cans everywhere. Oh my god, not to mention the VTuber in Death Stranding 2. The corporate VTuber that they got. That's basically a product placement. That is pretty much a product placement. Like by the definition of it. And that one is extra silly. To be honest, that's how you do it. Fuck the Resident Evil Porsche. Forget about the Death Stranding Monster Energy cans. Bro, that VTuber placement is so funny. That is like, if I ever get a product placement in a video game, I want it to be like that. I want them to just go to the extreme. I need Norman Reedus to say Pecco in my game. And the way that he says it, like the fact that you can go around shouting like a fan chant for this VTuber while wearing like a little hat, like a mascot hat for her and doing whatever it is that you're doing in Death Stranding. That shit is so supremely, beautifully goofy. That is how you do product placement. That is how it should be done. They swapped the drinks with diegetic drinks in the director's cut. Wait, so if I get the PC port, it's not monster cans anymore? Can I mod them back in? Can I mod the monster cans back into the game? I must be able to. Mods exist, they have to. Hold on. Death Stranding Monster Can mod. Monster Energy restored. Death Stranding Director's Cut mod. Yup. Yup. I can restore the monster cans in Death Stranding for when I play it. Beautiful. I wonder what happens in like 10 years when RE9 gets a new port. Will we lose the Porsche? Probably, unless the contract term is super long. Same with the watches, actually. Like, since you bring that up, if they did like a new release of Resident Evil Requiem 10 years from now, say it's like the PS7 port with whatever fucking new lighting tech we're using at that point, right? They probably will have to like swap the car, swap the watches, because I bet you the contract term doesn't last for that long. It probably just covers like the release window and a short period after. And that's about it. Because at that point, like once that version of the game is out there, it's out there. But for future re-releases, it will probably get cut. Now that you mention it. God, I have something in my eye that I've been trying to get for minutes. Trying to be subtle about it. It's not working. I'm trying to get a physical of Requiem and it's all sold out. I bet. I saw that they were all sold out. And at first I was like, that's pretty crazy, but like, we don't really know what that means. You know, we don't know how many copies were out there. Probably a lot for Resident Evil, but that's not like quantifiable, right? And then 5 days after the game comes out, they're like, hey, we passed 5 million sales. And I just was like, wait, what? 5 million in 5 days? Like, Resident Evil 6 sold about 2.5 million in its first year. For reference. Resident Evil 5 sold about 4 million in its first year. 5 million in 5 days is like Elden Ring numbers for Resident Evil. Right? That's insane. Leon effect, bro, and it was all Leon. Absolutely. Like once that Leon trailer came out, the hype explosion for that game was fucking ridiculous. You think Requiem having its success is worthy? I think Requiem is really good as a Resident Evil game. Do I think it's as good as like RE4 Remake? No. Like RE4 Remake sold pretty well too, but that was also, I think it sold like 5 or 6 million in its first year. Like it was another, like, Requiem outsold its first year in days, right? One of those situations.
Special weapons running low.
I think it deserves its success, but I kind of wish that we had seen it like 1 or 2 games sooner. 1 game sooner. Because 2 games sooner would have been Village, to be fair, which I don't think is as good as 9. Actually, that brings up, right before I started stream today, someone commented on my RE9 video, and they did something that no one has ever done, at least up to this point on one of my videos. I'm sure people have done it, but just not published it or whatever, or maybe just gone and looked at only what they care about. This guy went through all of my Resident Evil retrospectives and got the scores written down for every game. He wrote down every score I gave and then sorted them by score, like highest to lowest, and just posted them in the comments. And I got to read it, and I was talking to False on the phone when I saw this comment on my dashboard. And I said to her, I'm like, you know, this is funny to look back on because I don't reference my previous scores when I'm scoring. I just go off of my gut, off of playing the game and thinking about it afterwards. I don't like look back to be like, okay, but what did I give this game prior to it? And it was funny because like it didn't perfectly 1-to-1 match like if I had ordered them myself, just off of relative quality. It wasn't perfect, but it was like only a couple games were off. For the most part, I looked at that list and I'm like, yeah, this is about how I would have ordered it, actually. Which is crazy, since I just do it going off my gut, like fresh off of playing the game, and I don't look back on the others. It was like nearly perfect how I would have ordered them. The more that I looked at it, the more I was like, yeah, this, I wouldn't really change anything. It was great. It was really like almost surreal to look back on, and I could compile them myself a lot easier like that because I don't delete the scripts. I have all of my video scripts like pre-Armored Core still saved. I have all of them still on my system. So if I wanted to just open up a folder of scripts and go through one by one and grab the number from the end, it would be easier for me to do that than like going to the end of the YouTube video and getting it on a viewer's end. So it makes me kind of want to go and look at other series and see if similar things happened there. Where like, even though I just go off my gut, it's pretty much perfectly how I would have ordered it. Because it has me curious now if it would be like that. I would not have expected it to be that consistent. I kind of saw that comment and shit myself a little bit because I was like, oh no. This is where the inconsistency of my scoring system appears. But then reading it, I was like, no, this is nearly perfect. I played RE9 because of Leon after playing 2 and 4 for the first time. Wait, do you mean like they saw the reveal for Leon, had not played the other Resident Evil games before, but were like, that guy looks cool, and went and played the RE2 and 4 remakes because those were the Leon games, and then played Requiem. Am I understanding that right? Correct? That's insane. That is really, like, I knew just from living it that the hype really took off after the Leon reveal. But you would think that it would be like from people who know and love Leon being like, oh my god, Leon is in this game. You wouldn't think it would be as many people who are just like, that guy looks sick, without actual context of the franchise. That's unreal. I mean, to be fair, friend of the show, Owen, I've been bishing at this guy for really like 10 years, legitimately, to play Resident Evil. And he never listened. But the literal night of the Game Awards, when they showed Leon off, he did message me and was like, bro, where do I start? Resident Evil, what game do I start with? I gotta play these games. But to be fair, he was also just looking at it from the perspective of like, he saw the combat animations and stuff and was like, bro, what have I been missing? He was like, what is this game? He saw the roundhouse kicks and like all the stuff with the hatchet and he wanted in. And then the next day, he messaged me in a panic. Like, bro, I grabbed the shotgun off the wall. The fucking ceiling is closing on me. What do I do? He paused his game during RE1, original RE1, during that bit where you take the shotgun unsuspecting, and then the room closes you in while the ceiling's coming down. And he paused his game to panic message me and be like, bro, how do I get out of here? I haven't saved. What do I do? I did not help him. I told him, just let it happen. Which, to be fair, for the non-RE enjoyers, he was playing as Jill, so Barry saved him. Barry bails you out if you're playing Jill's side, which he was, off my recommendation. So he didn't die, but he was panicking. He was so scared of losing his progress that he just paused and fucking messaged me like, what? Help, help. It was hilarious. It was so good. How goes the AC6 completion? What percent are we at? I can look after this. I don't think I'm winning this one. Valentine pulled too far ahead. I had a decent lead going at the start. I've lost it. I don't even know how much time we have. A minute, I think that said. Less. Shit. I can look. We're at 28.48 currently.
Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
If quality of game equaled number sales, Super Metroid would have sold like 50 million copies. So to be honest, it doesn't really matter. It does matter, not in terms of like quality assessment. Like I said, I was just talking about this the other day actually. Like when I get the comments from people being like, well, actually, Resident Evil 6, you know, it sold pretty well. So like the game must be pretty good. It's like, well, no, not really. The sales don't equate to the quality of the game. FIFA is like the second best-selling game every single year, year over year. But it does matter how well a game sells a lot, because it indicates to the company that produces the game whether or not that game is worth investing more in. So like RE Requiem right now is going to set up Resident Evil for a crazy run over the next like 5 or so years because the success is so ridiculous, right? For Capcom corporate, this is going to be like, holy fuck, Resident Evil is going crazy. We are going all in on Resident Evil now. Right? Resident Evil is about to go nuts for like the rest of the 2020s. Just because Requiem, like it was building momentum pretty much over the last few years. Like 7 sold really well. 2 Remake sold better. 8 didn't sell as well as 2 Remake, but sold pretty well. 3 Remake didn't sell as well, but still sold really well. It basically just, and then 4 Remake was really good. The general ranking in terms of sales now, from like RE Engine era, if you don't know, RE3 Remake sold the least. 7 sold a little more than 3 Remake. And this is based on like momentum rather than lifetime copies. It's like how many did it sell in its first couple years. That's the big indicator corporate wise, which is why like RE6 was seen as a failure by Capcom, because it didn't sell much when it came out at first, but it started selling more over the years as the game was going on sale for like less than $10. People started buying RE6 a lot as like a cheap co-op game to play with a friend, right? But the first couple years, RE6 way undersold on a massive budget, and that's what led to the big pullback on RE that we saw for a bit until 7, and also the course correction that we saw with 7. I can actually use Metroid as a great example when I'm done, but the power ranking for RE Engine era, 3 Remake sold really well still. I think it has like over 10 million copies sold, which puts it still in like top 10 RE games out of the 30, which is damn good from a corporate perspective. And it sold a lot in its first year as well. 3 Remake at the bottom, which it tells you a lot when I say that it's still a top 10 lifetime RE game. And it's the worst selling of the RE Engine era. But that's besides the point. 7 sold better than 3 Remake. It was the first like gaining trust back game, but also because it went in such a new direction, it drew in a lot of new people, and it got going. It got going. Right? It started the ball rolling. Village sold better than RE7. Just again, momentum, word of mouth, people trusted the brand at that point. It carried over. 2 Remake sold better than those other 3. Not because it had such an explosive launch, because it was only after 7, so trust was still slowly coming back to the brand. But I think the RE2 Remake right now is the #1 most sold copies lifetime in the franchise. I think it literally this year finally passed like RE5 and everything, as of that report that Capcom just gave us like last month. I think the RE2 Remake has sold more copies than any other RE game, officially. But momentum-wise, the RE4 Remake has already sold, I think, like 11 or 12 million copies. And the RE4 Remake came out 4 years after RE2 and is only a few million, like 3 or 4 million copies behind it right now. So RE4 Remake, given another couple years, it will have outsold the RE2 Remake lifetime, I bet. And Requiem's start is by far, like not even in the same ballpark, the most explosive launch the franchise has ever seen. Like nothing else RE has ever even sold close to this much in its first couple weeks. It's insane. Like when I say it's not even close, I mean it has more than doubled the most successful launch period prior to Requiem. Which is why I was so shocked on Twitter and on stream talking about it when they first announced those numbers. Because we're not even talking like, oh yeah, it's the best by a little bit. It's like, no, it legitimately has more than doubled the biggest success in this 30-year franchise in the first week. Like it went fucking insane on the launch week. And I bet that also, like, throughout the year, because word of mouth is good, it will just keep selling. Give it a few years. Requiem has a strong potential to become the best-selling Resident Evil title once it's been on the market for maybe like 5-6 years, because it has to catch up to the RE4 remake first, right? RE2 remake, it starts from zero. It's gonna take time, but very likely Requiem could be the best-selling RE game ever, like long term. I genuinely would not be shocked at all if it just does become the best-selling RE game of all time. Although, what I keep saying, especially now, is if Capcom is cooking up an RE5 remake, that shit could go fucking nuts sales-wise, right? Like, the previous best-selling RE game of nearly 20 years, it only just got broken last month. RE5 was the best-selling lifetime RE game until a month ago. Since 2009, when it came out. That game, with a remake that would likely have a lot of similarities with the RE4 remake, which currently is like the second best-selling when you put it relative to momentum and everything. With the brand hype and trust that is built off of the entirety of the RE Engine era, and especially Requiem right now, an RE5 remake, if it came out in like the next 2 years or so, could be like the most explosive horror game sales-wise of all time. Not even just like survival horror, not even just Resident Evil, Capcom standard, like entire genre, that could become the fastest selling easily. Because if timed properly, it has everything going for it from a corporate sales perspective. Like literally the most on paper unstoppable powerhouse game launch, right? Like that, it has everything going for it if it's timed right. And the whole timing thing is really important because like it would already have to be a couple years into production for it to be timed that well. It would have to come out like next year or 2028 at the latest to really cash in on that potential. But it could happen, is the point I'm making. And it could be insane. But yeah, also the sales to quality thing with like how much a company invests into a brand. Metroid is a fun example. Certainly, because like Metroid games still come out. Metroid games still get a good amount of resources put to them. But like, we don't see Metroid getting churned out like Mario. We don't see Metroid getting churned out like Zelda. You know? We just, because Nintendo's like, yeah, people like Metroid. And we like having Metroid in our library. But they don't put as much into Metroid because it doesn't make as much money back. If Metroid sold like Mario, you'd have as many like mainline games and spin-offs and everything coming out as Mario does within the Metroid brand. Like Xenoblade. Oh. I don't know shit about Xenoblade. I can't speak on it. I legitimately, like, I know nothing. Other than I know that one of the games has an ending where the protagonist literally fucks and has kids with like every woman in the entire game. That I'm aware of. That one of the Xenoblade games has like a legitimate harem ending where like every female character in the game ends up bearing this guy's child. And it legit just ends on like a family photo of this dude with like 20 women around him, all with a baby in their arms from him. That is like the one thing I know about Xenoblade, is that ending is real. Like, that's not even like a meme or like a fan creation. Like, that's actually in the game. Man, I need to play Xenoblade. That is like one of the most, I saw that and saw people being like, no, that's legitimately real. I could not believe it. It's 2's main character, but 3's DLC. And it's 3 women. Okay, maybe I did see an edited one then. Even the 3 women one is kind of crazy, but maybe I saw an edited one. I might have seen one where they added a bunch of extra. Because there's no way I conflated 3 women into 20. I can exaggerate sometimes, but not that hard. I can exaggerate, but it's never that exaggerative. We don't go from 3 to 20. We might go from like 3 to 5. 6 on a crazy day. 3 to 20. I might have seen an edit then. Still crazy. The 3 on its own. Not as crazy. Not as insane. Crazy, not insane. That's a good way to put it. It's crazy, but it's not like insanity. He's just flying straight. Technically, 2 of them women are the same woman, but different. What? Same woman, but different, but both can have separate children? I for real thought the most recent Jurassic Park movie had Scar Joe turning into a raptor at the end of the movie. Saw a meme and thought it was real. To be fair, the Jurassic World movies did get so silly so fast that I probably would have believed that too. I saw the first 2 Jurassic Worlds, and after the second one, I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good, actually. The first one wasn't bad. It was a little silly compared to the originals, which is saying something. But the first one was solid. I enjoyed it enough to go see the second one when it came out. And then the second one, I was like, yeah, I never saw the third one. Or fourth one? I think there are 4. I don't know how many there are at this point, to be real. But how many are there? I think there's a 4th one. Jurassic World. I got the movie, not the sub-franchise. I guess if I just put in Jurassic Park and went to like that franchise page, I would find them there. Surely. Maybe not. Really? No? No, oh, here we go. Okay, franchise. I got there. There's Jurassic World. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. That's the second one that I would have seen. Jurassic World Dominion. And Jurassic World Rebirth. There are 4. There are also 2 canonical spin-off animated TV series titled Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous and its sequel, Jurassic World Chaos Theory. And it's getting 2 video game sequels, apparently. It's getting 2 upcoming games. Allegedly. My brother watched those series. They're so bad. No. I don't believe you. I don't know if I saved my game there or not. Did we win that match? That was a team battle that we won. I don't think I wrote it down. I did not write it down. Got to keep my tracking on point. Splinter Cell? No, Jurassic World. Chaos Theory. Talk about a series I would like to do. I would like to do Splinter Cell. I've done Metal Gear. And like Metal Gear is such a good intersection of gameplay and storytelling. Splinter Cell goes fucking crazy style with the stealth gameplay. Like, it is so good. It is such, like, that franchise has some of the best stealth gameplay ever. Blows Metal Gear's gameplay out of the fucking water, right? And Metal Gear plays pretty good. But Splinter Cell's something different, but the story sucks. The Splinter Cell stories, I sleep. I love Splinter Cell. I really have never cared about their stories at all. The sneaking and the sandboxes and everything in those games, immaculate. So good. The story, I sleep. A10! Woo! How am I doing on... All right, boys. I will not be joining you on this. It's for the sake of progress. Trust me, trust me, trust me. There's a reason. There's a reason. Believe. Evil? It's not evil. It is sacrifice for the sake of progress. Okay? I promise you. It's worth it. I'll be gentle. 400. I get 400 points a kill. The standard baseline, mind you, is 1,000 points per kill in this game. If you have like planes of equivalent strength. I'm getting 400. I can only imagine what you guys get killing me. It must be like 2K, legitimately. It must be like, I have to get 5 kills to equate 1 for you guys. We have a mutual enemy? Bro, if I had known, I would have played Team Battle. Actually, I wouldn't have. I need Battle Royale progress more than Team Battle progress. Team Battle is actually the mode we have the most progress in currently. And Battle Royale is the one we have the least in. Just for the record. Siege Battle in the middle. I feel like a god. I'm so good at this game, you guys. This is what professional ace combating looks like right here. This is pure skill, nothing but skill. I tell you, it's true. It's true. This is all skill.
Special weapons running low. All special weapons used. Warning. Shut down.
Shit. Okay, I get to see though. I get to see how many points they get. They get to see it first. They've already taken note. 2,200 points if they get a kill on me. It is, I have to get like 5, is that might even be 6 kills to equate 1 kill on me from them. That is insane point scaling. I mean, if nothing else, I'm glad that we have now officially seen the most extreme point scaling in the game.
Turn back immediately.
I don't think we've ever seen it scale this hard with any combination prior. I don't think we've ever seen it go over 2,000 points for a kill. I think this is the first time we've ever seen that. That is awesome. I have to get like 5 or 6 kills to balance out just one from them.
Warning, incoming missile.
I really do like the plane scaling system in the BR and TDM. Or sorry, team battle of AC6.
Enemy kill confirmed.
I really like that instead of just scoring like 1 point per kill or whatever, you get scored on 1,000 points and then those points scale up or down depending on the plane matchup. It's really cool. I honestly wish that more AC games had it, because it makes it feel like you can play whatever planes you want, and if you play decently, like, it'll all roughly even out, you know? This one, maybe not so much. You know, EML is EML. But for the most part, like, if I was in an F-22 and we were getting similar point scaling, it would genuinely be like, yeah, takes me like 5 kills to equate one of yours. It feels like it'll roughly be competitive. Maybe not perfectly, but mostly. It's a good system. I'm yapping a lot to say I like the point scaling. I think it's good. Friendly fire? What did I just witness? I know I didn't just see that.
You're leaving combat airspace. Turn back immediately. Special weapons running low.
Oh.
All special weapons used. Enemy plane down.
He's going camo. Oh, the stealth. This plane does have stealth properties, doesn't it? That is brutal. I had a brain fart. Yeah.
Target hit. Missile was evaded.
How cool would an AC super plane? Hear me out. Just the thought of you saying he's going camo. Imagine a super plane with the unique special weapon of like active camouflage. Like legit, you swap to your special weapon slot, and instead of having an offensive weapon, you get to not only disappear from radar, but also just straight up not be visible for like a few seconds. Like, your special ability with the super plane is to straight up vanish. That would be fucking sick. That would probably not be very good in the single player, but bro, in multiplayer, that could be wild. That could be so cool, actually. And I don't even care about the balance, because it's a super weapon.
Missile missed.
When have they ever been balanced? You know, EML, not balanced. The fucking nukes on the super plane in ACX, even less balanced. I don't know if Valentine, well, I know James hasn't played ACX, but just for anyone who might not know, when I say nukes, like legitimately, the super plane in Ace Combat X has a special weapon that blows up like the entire goddamn map. Like, I shit you not, the entire fucking map. It just, everything gets blown up unless it's a huge weapon. Or sorry, a huge map. I read the word weapon from chat.
Warning, incoming missile.
Optical camouflage. That could be such a cool special, man. The screen shake. Yeah, the screen shake on like the 30 FPS gameplay is brutal.
Enemy plane down. Missile evaded.
Sorry, I made the Christian Bale face. I felt it. I felt my face form that shape. God, the screen shake. Yeah, when we had multiple of them firing at once in a game. I don't think it's even 30. I think that game plays at like 25 FPS or something. Because this plays at 30. And this feels way smoother than Ace Combat X does.
Radar lock.
Like, way smoother. So I think it's probably like in the 20s, but not as low as 20. I'm not 100%, but thinking about it relatively, I don't know. Speaking of screen shake, how did Gears get away with the sheer amount of screen shake when sprinting? Because Gears is fucking cool, dog. I mean, no one when playing Gears is like, oh, my screen is shaking so much when I run. Everyone is like, oh my God, I'm this big fucking unit of a man sprinting close to the ground and getting a cool camera angle while doing it. Back in the day, all right, Xbox 360, it was just pure rule of cool, all right? Assault rifle with a chainsaw on it. Big ass spider enemies. Just everything about Gears. The Gnasher that if you point blank someone with the shotgun, they just explode into giblets.
Inbound cruise.
All that anyone was worried about with Gears of War was just if it was cool or not. And thankfully, that game was very cool.
Stage complete. All aircraft return to base. Alpha 1, engage the enemy.
Giblets. I was gonna just say jibs, but people who don't play shooters aren't as familiar with the term. So I went for the non-shortened version. Giblets. Oh, I accidentally punched a T in there. There we go. All right. The final count. Percentage count, that is, for the end of the day is 29.14%, chat. The 29.14. We started with 26. We went up 3%. And the reason that I stuck with the EML instead of joining you guys on the A10 was so that I could pull over the 28% mark and get into the 29%. I needed like one more victory to break into the next percentage, so I did it. I did it. We were playing Ace Combat 6, but now it's my stream end time. I gotta go back to video work. I have been cooking up something special for the first video after RE9, and I'm very excited about it, and I'm gonna go work on it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub, follow, whatever, come back another time. We're doing this. We're doing all sorts of other stuff, like... Sorry, my brain is lagging. Yakuza, Metal Gear, Resident Evil. Come back for any of it. It's all good stuff. Also, if you enjoyed and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a like on the YouTube side. Helps out with algorithm and stuff. Helps boost the stream. You know how that works. Thank you if you've done so already. Thank you if you're about to do so. If you're looking for links to anything else outside of Twitch or YouTube to engage with the community, check out links in the description below. Things like Twitter, Discord server, whatever you're looking for, they're all there. Other than that, though, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope to see you all back here next time. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream, and goodbye.